naturally strong anyway, your ball's gonna be fucking whistling. And you ain't gonna be fried.
Right, it's gonna run down.
You're gonna run straight down there?
I mean, at least these last
274 is high for your ladies' first handicap game. 274.
Fucking thrusting on a fucking leg.
Mike, man. I hate when they do that. As soon as I throw the ball, Mike, come on.
I thought you fucking throw your fucking hip out.
Oops.
Amateur champion, and in the eyes of many, truly one of the great bowling champions ever. 22 championships, needs only the T of C to complete bowling's triple crown. Mike Aulby. Thank heavens he had that strike, because he had a big distraction. Fellow not knowing what was going on walked down paralleling his approach.
You know, Chris, he recognized that and took it into consideration and blocked it out of his mind, and that's a veteran move. If you really know it's going to happen, you can block it out, and that's exactly what Aulby did instead of delaying the game.
One of the many college professionals now on tour. Mark McDowell was president of the PBA, and of course, he was a great college player. There are just many of them. And that's where the future PBA stars will come from, because intercollegiate bowling is big, both men and women. Wichita State last year won both nationally, the men's and women's, for the first time. Oh, averted the split.
Overreaction. Overreaction this time now. You're right.
That is the voice of Pat Healy. Overreacted, you're right. And he does discuss things with Pat Healy. Stuck at the line, but nevertheless, opening with a strike and now marking with a spare. Whereas his opponent, Mike Aulby, who is #1, get this, of all the professionals on the PBA Tour this year, Mike is averaging 226, 446 games. No. The 9. Robbed. Composing himself now. 35 years old. We're in the Bulls area for sure. Just did come up for a spare, Bo.
Thank you, Chris Schenkel. Dennis, you only missed the pocket one time in that match, and yet you came down to the 10th frame, you could throw a double, and it really looked like you threw that ball pretty well.
You know, I did throw it well. I had trouble the whole time on that lane, going a little light. I just couldn't quite get it up to the pocket. So for that shot, I said, you know, I'm just going to make another move and see what happens. And I threw it well, and obviously it overreacted a little bit for the 6-pin.
How about the two approaches? A little bit different on lane 3 and lane 4?
Lane 3, especially when I went to shoot the 6-pin on lane 3, I almost stuck. I mean, I stuck it and almost fell on my face. But overall, the approaches weren't too bad.
All right, back to you, Chris. We'll watch for that.
All right. There you see Tammy Aulby and CJ Christopher, 5 years old, energetic. Beautiful strike. Healy. They are going shot for shot here now. All even after 3 frames in the semi-final game. Our tournament leader, Bob Spaulding, waiting to meet the winner of this game. 7.
Well, he said to himself in the second frame, overreact. He was light in that second frame, and what he means by overreact is when he gets the ball too wide, it hooks too much, and when he pulls it a little bit to the left of his target, it stays in the oil that's in the center of the lane a little bit too long. Now let's watch his spare technique, especially on today's modern lanes. The 7-pin is the hardest single-pin spare, replacing the 10-pin, which historically has been the toughest spare. He takes that 45-degree angle at the spare. That's good technique.
Okay, it's a spare in the 4th frame for Pat Healy, who won his first match, now going against Aulby. Lake Michigan isn't the only body of water near downtown Chicago. There's also the Chicago River.
Sea Ray Sport Cruisers are the work of the 2 most important designers in boating. Sea Ray, the world's most experienced builder of pleasure boats. And you, the people who buy them and love them. You said you wanted more conveniences, more luxury, even more Mercruiser power. And you got it. Sea Ray Sport Cruisers, not just everything you could ask for, everything you did ask for. Ask for a test drive now.
When the bear comes out of hibernation, motor skills are awkward. He is bad-tempered. He hears little, sees less, but his sense of smell remains keen. The bear sniffs. The refreshing scent of Coast revives him. Massive lather engulfs him, after which he becomes friendly and playful and can learn to do tricks. Coast, the eye-opener.
High speed, heavy metal. It's auto racing with an attitude. The NASCAR Super Trucks take the track. Next on ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Fifth frame for Pat Healy.
Threw really, really bad. Threw that really bad.
Now he's scolding himself, and rightfully so. A 1-2-4-10. While we were away, Mike Aulby in the 4th frame doubled to take a 10-pin lead. 5th frame, another strike to lead by 20, and now by 24. Here's a tough split. 1-2-4-10. It's an open frame in number 5. Here again, Bo Burton.
Thank you, Chris Schenkel, our tournament leader. Big Bob, the championship here is getting a little tricky. Tell me what you see out there and what you're going to try to do.
Well, I had a couple practice balls there, and the left lane is about 5 board tighter than the right lane. So I actually put a little surface on one of the balls, and I'm going to try to get in and just play all oil and maybe go a little bit straighter.
All right, he's the most powerful player in the field, Chris. A little bit more surface means he sanded his ball a little bit. The heck could hook on the left-hand lane. Let's see how he does. Championship match is next.
Healy after the open frame, a strike in the 6th, still trailing by 35, and up is Aulby, who has 3 in a row, shooting in the 6th frame. So now the veteran Mike Aulby is strung 4 and takes a 45-pin lead.
Aulby has always told me he has an A game and a B game. And what he means by that, he has his A game at once he has the lanes read properly, his timing is up to speed. He puts everything he can on every ball. Right now he's going with that A game. His B game obviously is a little more protective until the lanes come to him. Every shot's been in the pocket so far. He left a solid 9 in the 2nd, the only spare.
Five in a row. Going to take a break. You'll be hearing the Rob Folks Band, their 50s rock band from Chicago. More of the match coming up. Chicago's United Center is home to guess who? Yes, Michael Jordan is back.
It's like ballet.
ball.
Watch the legends team up to battle the TPC Stadium course at PGA West. Don't miss the Liberty Mutual Legends live on ABC.
Dear Thompsons, when I ran out of Thompson's Water Seal waterproofer, a clerk said, try this one. They're all the same. What a mistake. 2 years later, rain still rolls off the Thompson side. The other side soaks it up. Thanks, Thompsons. Steven Zukowskis.
Sunday, April 30th, Clint Eastwood's biggest movie ever. Morgan Freeman, Gene Hackman, Unforgiven, Sunday, April 30th, 8:30, 7:30 Central on ABC. Parental discretion advised.
Capacity crowd here at the Athletic Center, Harper College. And Mike Aulby continues to roll on, shooting in the 8th frame while we were away. Pat Healy marked with a spare and then a strike in the 8th. Still trailing big. So, Bo, it's hard to beat the string of 6 by Aulby.
It's an old saying you told me once 25 years ago, Chris, when I first met you, is luck favors the well-prepared. Aulby came into this tournament well-prepared with his game and well-prepared for this championship pair. I watched him as they warmed up. He changed shoes on the left-hand lane because the panels are a little different, changed balls, adjusted everything, and he's just knocking them dead.
Another strike coming in the 9th frame, and Pat Healy acknowledges greatness. Pat Healy, listed as an amateur, he does not have his PBA card, but as a bowling amateur, he can collect the $24,000 that he'll receive.
We make 2 exceptions, Chris. In the U.S. Open, where they qualify as amateurs, and here in the Tournament of Champions, where they can qualify as amateurs, they can keep their prize money and still maintain their amateur status. That's what Healy's going to do. The best he can finish with this game is 215, but it's been a great week.
Okay, tomorrow on ABC Sports, don't miss the final round of the Liberty Mutual Legends of Golf. This afternoon, Tony Jacklin and Bob Charles are in at 13 under par. This is the tour's only 2-man team event, so our coverage begins at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, and Pacific time tomorrow right here on ABC Sports.
Arnold Palmer and one of the real good bowlers on the PGA Tour in that picture, Tom Wargo. Bowls in the St. Louis area.
Oh, there are days. There are days. And Miriam, his wife, along with the crowd, acknowledging the fact that this man went through 48 games and he qualified 3rd out of the field of 64.
He says he wants to join the PBA Tour, Chris. I look for him to be out on the tour solid as a regular player and in a short future.
And he sort of likes his pro shop, making money there in Niagara Falls, and he's been away from his family often as an international player.
Aulby can take it off the sheet for 280. Big number.
Okay, you have your winner, Healy, shooting only a 177. We'll have you Aulby's final after this. But this ABC Sports presentation of Professional Bowlers Tour will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
As I sling the proverbial hash and decant the coffee and witness the results, I am dismayed by the belief that an antacid in a spoon is somehow stronger than a tablet. Au contraire.
Dose for dose, Tums Ultra neutralizes more acid than my Lanta regular strength. And while this has aluminum and magnesium,
Tums Ultra has calcium.
Something my body needs anyway. I like that.
So if you must take your antacid in a utensil, may I suggest
Ultra.
Today, millions of Americans are running faster with the same size engines and farther on the same amount of fuel. Millions have discovered the patented advantages of the split-fire spark plug, a difference that delivers on every stroke of every piston. 5 extra horsepower by merely installing these plugs, a 4.8% gain in mileage. If you're not running the split-fire, you're probably behind someone who is. Split-fire, more power and more mileage for your money back.
Imagine a day everything went wrong.
Suddenly I'm a liar.
Dead wrong. Now, nothing is as it seems.
Everything I believed in was a lie.
Goldie Hawn. Help, somebody! Deceived. Monday here on ABC.
Mr. Jones, the ambassador called about tonight's dinner with the president.
Not tonight, Miss Edmonds. I've got more important things to do. I'm going bowling. Yeah. There's nothing better than being at Bowl America. I'm standing at the end of the lane. I throw the perfect ball. Boom! I turn around. They're cheering for me. It's better than dinner with the president.
Bowl America, still the only place where thousands cheer.
Bet the president could use some cheers right about now.
Come out and hear them cheer for you at your nearby Bowl America. Check the white pages for locations and call today.
Who said shopping isn't fun? Saturday, visit Marlowe's huge showroom full of beautiful new furniture. Get all the quality furniture you want and pay nothing for 1 year. No down payment, no monthly payments, and no interest for 1 full year. Get it all. Brand names, great selection, and pay zilch nothing for 1 year. That's like free furniture for a year. Final Saturday, 10 to midnight at Marlowe.
News 7 at 5 with Paul Berry and Kathleen Matthews.
I'm Julie Moran in New York. Coming up next on ABC's Wide World of Sports, an exciting new motorsports event rumbles into California, combining the high speeds and close racing action of stock cars with the heavy metal thunder of pickup trucks. It's the NASCAR Super Trucks Live. Plus, Sports Illustrated looks at the impact of big-time baseball salaries on small market teams. That's next on Wide World of Sports. Now let's go back to bowling.
Back again at the Athletic Center, Harper College. Palatine, Illinois. 3 games out of the way, and now it's a championship match. Mike Aulby let his presence be known with 9 strikes, defeating the United States amateur champion who shot a 177. And, Bo, this has been one of those exciting afternoons with arena bowling and a standing room only crowd.
It's been a great year, Chris. The scores have been great in the arena bowling, and it's just been exciting all year long.
And we have a lot of people to be thankful to. Our talented teammates. So the 2 most powerful words in the world go to all of them. That is, thank you. Thank you very much. A special big thank you to Paula Bowler, who helps us all. Secretary Supreme.
What a great name to be working on this event, huh, Chris?
That's right. Okay. Now we're ready. The handshake for the championship match. They're bowling for $93,000. 60 to the champion, 33 to the runner-up.
And for Mike Aulby, he could be the 4th man in bowling history to win the Triple Crown, the PBA National, the U.S. Open, and the Tournament of Champions.
Shooting is .265. He had 9 strikes. Frame number 1, the same. Here is Bob Spaulding from Greenville, South Carolina. After 48 games, has to bowl only 1. 17-7 in match play competition.
By far the player with the strongest game, both physically and with the bowling ball. Bob Spaulding, tournament leader, is in good position here, but watch as he comes through the swing area. Watch him cock that wrist and double torque it as he lets go of it. Terrific wrist action. The man can bench 425 pounds. He lifts heavy weights in the off season and light in the on season, and right now it's off. He's lifting a big ball.
Very big. He qualified for the Tournament of Champions by winning the Quaker State 250 February 4th of 1995. Now Aulby. Can he match the tournament leader, Bob Spaulding? No. 247 on the right lane. Take just a little more time now. Preparation, thoughts. Has to be careful. All right, Bo.
Thank you, Chris Schenkel. Pat Healy, a great week. And, you know, you had a chance to win bowling's professional premier event. However, what effect would this have had on your amateur status, i.e. the high roller tournaments that pay $100,000 or $200,000 first place?
Under the current rules, the only thing it would have affected would have been the high roller tournaments. I would not have been able to bowl those anymore. So, in a way, I'm glad I didn't win, but I was really trying my heart out to win.
You're a great representative of our U.S. amateur team, and hope to see you on the Pro Tour in the near future.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate everything this week.
All right, back to you, Chris.
Okay. A gentleman, that young man. Pat Healy. Mike Aulby. 35 years old, 22 championships over a 16-year period. Now Bob Spaulding, the left of center, has a double up shooting in the third. This bowling with tremendous confidence. Bob Spaulding goes out to a 20-pin lead.
Spaulding, who is very marginal in his early TV appearances. In fact, he lost most of his matches, only winning one of his first 7, has become more aggressive in the last 2 championship rounds, i.e. the Quaker State where he won, and right here at the Tournament of Champions.
Sliding by the pocket, leaving the 2-5 for one of 2 right-handers in the field.
Once again, he said that lane's 5 boards tighter than the right-hand lane, and the reason being the oil is put on the lane the same way, but there's 2 new panels. One about halfway down the lane was a new panel that's 12 feet long and served by Brunswick, because the old one that we used at Stony Brook was somewhat messed up when they were moving it here as he goes by the 2-5.
Bad break as we replay the error. Bob Spaulding now leads by only 6. Today's championship trophy sits really tall alongside the skyscrapers of Chicago.
Hey, you get into fitness, you're likely to get into athlete's foot, and that could be tough. I mean, look it. You've got all that itching and cracking stuff, and watch this. Boom, even burning. You see that? Now, that's what you call a really tough case. That's when you want a medicine that acts tough. Boom, tough-actin Tinactin. See, Tinactin cures even tough cases of athlete's foot fungus. It's clinically proven. No wonder it's recommended by pharmacists. You got a tough case of athlete's foot? Get this. Boom. Tough-actin Tinactin.
You know, Linda's been my barber. Stylist for years. Months. And a while back, she told me.
Stop squirming.
No. She said I should do something about my flakes. I said, get a new barber? She said, get new Head and Shoulders. I said, you're serious? She said, yeah. Now it has Micro D, which fights flakes better without stripping your hair of the oils it needs. So my hair feels... soft. No flakes. And I owe it all to my stylist.
New Head and Shoulders, because great hair can't have flakes.
They've blazed a trail in sports and society.
I did what I had to do to be successful.
The African-American Experience, when Nike presents A Passion to Play, Sunday on ABC.
ABC Sports coverage of the Pro Bowlers Tour, brought to you by Brunswick. Get in the zone with Brunswick. Quality, comfort, Clarion, and Sleep Hotels. And McDonald's. Have you had your break today?
Rob Folks Band and a capacity crowd, including the commissioner, Mike Connor, in the audience with Arne Fogel, Jack Reichert, Fred Florjanik, and this is the man on the Brunswick staff, Mike Aulby. Oh, that wobbly 6.
Well, he could have taken the lead with that. You know, it's following up a little bit on that Pat Healy interview, Chris, as we watch the 6 pin here by Aulby, as he could have. This is the same pin that Horan did not carry as he won the match. And right now we talked to Healy about the high rollers. He won over $200,000 last year as an amateur. So he kind of made a good point when he said that he'd rather bowl the high rollers.
Mike Aulby, second at Peoria, started as the tournament leader, and then he was third at the U.S. Open as the second seed. So it's been a frustrating year because he hasn't won since Wichita in 1993. Striking the 5th frame. Like the tide, things change in these championship matches. Bob started with 3 in a row and then had an open frame. Fifth frame. Six-footer, 225 pounds.
And his fiancée, Tina Fuller, rooting for Bobby.
And in the crowd here, Jeannie and Randy Halsey going forum lanes where Bob won the Quaker State 250, cheering him on. Aulby up now, strike working 6th frame.
Aulby kind of struggling on this right-hand lane. We saw him get that poor count as he closed out that match against the international player, Healy, and he has not struck on this lane in this match.
Six pin. It was a shot for the lead.
A shot we've seen a number of times from the left-handers today. When they get the ball a little bit wide or left of their target, it grabs very quickly in that drier part of the lane. The 6 pin remains standing. It's happened a couple of times to Aulby. It was the downfall of Dennis Horan.
For the uneducated on bowling ball, why was the thump?
Well, Aulby kills the shot, Chris. He breaks his wrist back, and the ball rolls end over end, almost over the edge of the finger hole and directly over the thumb. Excellent spear-making technique. However, it's going to take strikes, as we know, to win these championship games.
Bumped. 3 in a row, 17-pin lead over many-time champion Mike Aulby. Bob has 1. Going for his first major. Mike won the PBA National Championship in '79 and '85, the U.S. Open in '89, ABC Masters in '89.
This is the key lane for Spaulding. He actually chose to finish on this lane because he is the higher finisher in the tournament. And I think he struggled on it a little more in practice, and it's been the only lane he has missed where he hit light. So let's see if he can hit it here in the 8th.
Oh, he's rolling. Tournament leader, Bob Spaulding of Greenville, South Carolina.
Just Mr. Wrister there.
Remember, he closed last night by defeating Aulby 254 to 234. Aulby getting into this match with a big 265, 9-strike performance over amateur Pat Healy's 177. Healy had looked great in defeating Horan 231 to 227. Pat Healy, remember that name? Another of the college bowlers that have shown in the finals of our telecast, Bo, the last few years.
A lot of great players out there. For Mike Aulby, I don't think he can win the term if he doesn't strike on this ball. This is a critical shot.
Okay. So Bo, he's got that foundation now, hasn't he? But the other man has 4 in a row. The other man being Big Bob Spaulding.
Well, for Mike Aulby, possible 239 if he takes it off the sheet. Strikes out in the 10th. Right now, Spaulding going at a 236 pace. So if Spaulding doesn't throw another double in this match, Aulby can win with 2 strikes in the 10th. Obviously, Spaulding can take it all by throwing a strike here and marking in the 10th.
A 7-10.
What an unbelievable turn of events. Spaulding wanted that shot. He put a little more acceleration on the ball, and it hits light. And there's
Last week's winner could do it.
1980.
The second open frame for the tournament leader, Bob Spaulding.
So it went from a shot to shutout. Mike Aulby goes to a match that's up for grabs. Spaulding kicks a mere 3-pin lead into the 10th frame. Aulby cogitates. Spaulding takes a re-rack. If Spaulding marks, he forces Aulby to throw 1 strike.
A major championship would be the first for Bob. Started out great with 3 in a row, Bo.
Well, Chris, he got a horrible break in the 9th frame. Now he's got himself in a position where if he strikes 1 more time, he would force Aulby to get 2 strikes. So once again, it's like the previous matches. It's strike for strike. He has forced Aulby to get 1 strike now. If he strikes again, he'll force Aulby to get 2 strikes. The count is secondary.
Tough order.
For all the wheat, 5-year exemption in this tournament, and 60 grand and a new boat.
All right. What a performance by the tournament leader.
He needs 7 pins on this ball to force Aulby to throw 2 strikes and 1 pin. So the 1 pin's just secondary. He has forced Aulby to get 2 strikes for the Triple Crown.
And at the last minute, it goes. A 232.
Right now, Mike Aulby must strike on the next 2 balls.
Oh, what a load that is.
In all the positions he's been in, Chris, all the events he's won, he's never come to a position as important as this in anybody's career. This is the biggest tournament, and for Aulby, he could close out the Triple Crown. Must strike on the next 2 balls.
There's one. The Triple Crown, won by only 3 players. First, Billy Hardwick.
And Johnny Petraglia and Pete Weber. But I don't think, Chris, we've ever seen one ball thrown with more importance other than a perfect game, but to win a tournament than this particular ball coming up. Not only this tournament, but for the Triple Crown.
And for his mindset of the future. He's had a tough couple of years.
Look at Spaulding.
Bob Spaulding, prostrate. He can't believe it. But he should know that Mike Aulby is a pressure player. He wouldn't have won 22 championships, Bo.
Chris, he threw the first ball perfect. He got just a little break, but that's what you need to win all the titles. Right now, he needs a mere 4 pins. That's it.
That's it. The trophy, $16,000 Bayliner boat and a Triple Crown ring. There it is. And Tammy is crying, and why not? John Petraglia, one of the 4, just congratulated him. And there's Tammy and C.J. Christopher. So it's a 237, a 5-pin. What a big one for the T of C honor. All right, there he is, 23rd championship, and we'll be back.
For 150 years, Brunswick has been leading the way with names like Mercury, the world's leader in marine power; Sea Ray, the world's finest sport boats, cruisers, and yachts; Bayliner, the world leader in pleasure boats; Zebco, America's fishing favorite; and Brunswick, the #1 name in bowling. The companies of Brunswick, building for the future for 150 years.
You know, I'm always teaching bowlers how to put fingers into the shot, not just the ball. But you can also use your fingers to save money. If you're 50 or over, just call 1-800-4CHOICE, and you can save 30% at choice hotels like Quality, Comfort, Clarion, and Sleep. 30%. Now that's what I call aiming for the pocket.
Travelers 50 and over save 30% at Quality, Comfort, Clarion, and Sleep hotels.
We're at McDonald's All-Star Showdown. Sylvester is surrounded. He breaks through. He scores. Let's see that in slow-mo.
McBacon Deluxe.
Make way for Michael Jordan's McBacon Deluxe. 2 all-beef patties topped with savory bacon. It's McDonald's Taste of the Month for a limited time.
It's good.
Sure is.
Michael Jordan's McBacon Deluxe.
Have you had your break today?
How close are you to all the sports you'd ever want to see? With Prime Star. Closer than you think. Prime Star has all the action you're looking for, plus lots of other great programming, all with digital picture and sound. And since Prime Star is a service, there's no equipment to buy. And it all starts at about $1 a day. So if you love sports, call 1-800-PRIME-STAR.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Tournament of Champions winner, Brunswick World, and a Triple Crown. Tammy.
I'm just so excited. He's wanted this for so long.
Our time is running out. Honoree Jack Racker, Chairman of Brunswick Corporation, Triple Crown ring. Arnold Fogel, Brunswick, President of Brunswick Recreation Centers, $60,000, and our friend Fred Forjanic with a World Trophy.
Thanks, Fred. Thanks, Arnie. Jack, thank you very much. To everyone at Harper College for coming out and supporting us today. Thank you very much. To Brunswick, the #1 name in bowling, thank you for being behind us all the way. To Mom and my family, this is for you and Dad. Thank you very much. I've been wanting this a very long time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Cheerful Mike Aulby, whose father passed away recently. And Tammy, CJ, we congratulate you. And Jack, you're the greatest chairman I know. Jack Rackard, Arnold Fogel, and Fred Florjancic, just great people. Brunswick, goodbye. See you next year.